sa Balitang Express.
Naglalaki ang utang ng Abs-Cbn. Harap-Harapang Ibinulgar ni Senator Harap-Recto sa Senado. Alamin ang buong detalye sa video nito.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to follow up on some of my points earlier and to be brief about it as well. Maraming stakeholders ang ABS-CBN. Una-una, napag-usapan natin yung mga empleyado. Humigit kumulang 11,000 ang pwede mawala ng trabaho. Dagdag pa dyan, napagit kanina ni Senator Angara, may mga indirect employees. Mga ilang kaya yan, yung mga indirect employees na nakikinabang sa ABS-CBN. Palagay ko, libo din yan. No? Having said that, alam din natin na yung mga may-ari, stakeholder ng ABS-CBN. At dahil publicly listed kayo, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, may 5,000 ang may-ari ng ABS-CBN. Kasama na rin dyan ang ilang mga empleyado ninyo. Is that correct, Carlo?
Yes, Your Honor. We have about 8,000
8,000
stockholders.
Stockholders. Okay. Dagdag pa dyan, malaki din ang utang ng ABS-CBN sa mga bangko. Nakita ko ang financial statements ninyo. Mga 30 billion din yan. At you have to be operating to be able to pay these obligations with the banks. Marami mga depositor. Hindi ko ba? So, pag hindi nakabayad ng ABS-CBN, magkakaproblema din ang ilang mga bangko. Is that correct, Carlo?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Pero ang pinakamalaking stakeholder, palagay ko, ng ABS-CBN ay yung mga nanonood at tumatangkilik sa ABS-CBN. At base sa mga napag-usapan kanina dito, sa 100 milyon, at least 70% ay nanonood, 70 million, domestically at least, ay nanonood ng ABS-CBN. Para sa balita, para sa entertainment, at kung ano-ano pa. Dagdag pa dyan, meron ba kayong kompetensya overseas with other local networks with regard to overseas Filipino workers? Na ang kanilang balita na kukuha lang nila sa katulad ninyo, yung TFC. Do you have any competitor outside also whose market is the overseas Filipino workers?
Yes, we do have competitors outside the country, Your Honor, but the largest share of the market is still held by ABS-CBN.
At mga ilan yan ang tumatangkilik sa inyo dyan?
We serve about 2.5 million, close to 3 million viewers.
So that's roughly 30% of our 10 million Filipinos abroad.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? At dito, pinag-usapan kanina, hindi naman kayo sasara ng March 31 o April 1. Sabi ng DOJ Secretary kanina, maliwanag hanggang May 4 pa kayo. Okay? Ngayon ang tanong, NTC, masasabi ba ninyo sa amin, dahil itong katanungan ng lahat ng tao, after May 4, kung sakasakali, hindi makapasa ang Kongreso at ng Senado ng extension ng prangkisa ng ABS-CBN o di kaya ng isang joint resolution, could you categorically state what is the position of the NTC kung papayagan pa ninyo ABS-CBN to continue to operate considering lahat ng pinag-usapan natin dito today, kasama na rin na wala naman violation sa BIR. Billion-billion ang binayad, both sa national at sa lokal na pamahalaan. Walang violation sa SEC. Walang violation sa NTC. Could you categorically state the position of the NTC kung papayagan pa rin ninyong magpatuloy mag-broadcast ang ABS-CBN habang tinatalakay ng Kongreso ang prangkisa ng ABS-CBN? At least for this Congress, na 2 taon pa ang buhay ng Kongreso nito.
Madam Chairman, honorable members of the committee, I consulted earlier with the Secretary of Justice and I told him kung paano nga po ang magandang gawin kung wala po yung, kunwari po ba ay wala yung joint resolution. Ang sabi naman po niya ay we can let ABS-CBN continue to broadcast. But mas maganda po kasi kung meron din, sir.
Of course.
Because magkakaroon po kasi ng question, what is the basis for us to issue such a provisional authority? Pero based on equity po, ay pwede naman daw, kaya lang, sir, to put a more legal basis and legal muscle to that action, mas maganda po kung meron din pong
Of course.
concurrent resolution ang Senate po at ang House of Representatives.
That is correct. So, mabuti naman at nabanggit mo openly na base sa pinag-usapan rin niya ni Secretary of Justice on the principles of equity, katulad ng precedents of the mga nangyari na noong unang panahon, hindi niyo pinasara habang tinatalakay sa Kongreso. Di ho ba? And in the past, wala namang kay-nation provincial authority, is that correct? So ngayon, pwedeng hindi rin naman dahil meron pang 2 taon na pwedeng pag-usapan pa ng Kongreso. Dahil as today, the ball has started to roll. Pinag-uusapan na rin natin. Di ho ba? Yung extension or the possibility of also not giving the ABS an extension, right? Okay.
So, okay lang po ba pagdagdag?
Yes, please. Please continue.
Actually po kasi, yun po mga nakaraang nangyari like CBCP and Smart, PTNT at saka yung po mga nirelay po ni Senator po a while ago, ay doon po sa mga franchises na yon ay wala mo naman po kasing we shall say walang issues, walang lumabas po na controversies at in fact wala naman po nag-file ng co-warrant of case. So mas maganda po based nga po sa discussion namin ng Secretary of Justice na magkaroon din po talaga ng act from Congress para po masuportahan yung aming magiging action.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Madam Chair, just an inquiry. Did we invite the Solicitor General for today's hearing?
Would not know that. I would not know. But can I just follow up on your line of questioning? Yes, you mentioned Attorney Corba that the ABS-CBN can continue to operate while we are still discussing the franchise renewal. However, you would admit that temporary authority is subject to withdrawal at any time. Is that correct for the record?
Actually po, Your Honors, I would have to check po kung paano magandang gawin namin doon kasi po I would have to consult with the Secretary of Justice also on the details.
Assuming that
Yes,
the Congress is not able to renew, you said on equity, you can issue a temporary authority. As pointed out by other speakers, the issue as to whether or not it has a chilling effect on ABS-CBN is a very valid issue. Especially if you say that at any point of time, you can withdraw that provisional authority because it is a provisional authority and there is no covering franchise from Congress. Is that a correct statement?
Actually, tinanong ko rin po kay Secretary of Justice, ang sabi naman po niya, we will use the usual provisions of usual conditions na nakalagay po doon po sa mga authority na binigay po sa may mga franchise naman. So, para po ma-revoke po yon, kailangan din po dumaan sa due process yon, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you clarify a little bit?
Actually, sir, ang pagbigay po kasi ng authority or license is subject to conditions. And upon discussion with the Secretary of Justice, ang aming pong napagkasunduan is we'll use, upon the question of Senator Angara, is that we will use the same provisions that are included in the authorities that are given to other franchises po na existing ang franchise.
That you're saying that you will withdraw that power to withdraw the temporary provisional authority would be limited by the same powers that you would have on the present situation where you have where they have a regular franchise?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
On a final note, with the permission of the chairman, my colleagues, Attorney Cordova, ilan ho bang national franchises, broadcasting franchise, ang naaprubahan na ng Kongreso?
We don't have the numbers, Your Honor, but we're willing to submit it.
Yes.
But medyo marami na po ever since
Meron bang 100 yan?
may 100.
Ika, Mr. Basbanyo would like to
Maaari po. Maybe
contribute. Baka mas matagal
Chairman
na-
Basbanyo would be able to answer.
Yes,
Yeah,
just very
the-
briefly. Yes.
Yes, Madam Chair. In the last two Congresses, 17th and 18th, there's a total of 45 of our members' applications for renewal franchises that
Okay.
have been approved.
So national broadcasting lahat ito.
National and some regional and local applications.
Sa
That's
madaling
just
salita-
for two
Yes.
Congresses,
yes.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Sa madaling salita, napakarami niyan. Di ba? Okay. Ilan dun sa mga inaproba natin ang kaya talaga magtayo ng facilities, makapag-broadcast nationwide? Hindi ba hindi ganun kadali yan? And today, we're talking about one of the oldest companies, 66 years old. Huh? Number 1 or number 2 in the industry. Is that correct?
Your Honor, actually po, if you're talking about radio broadcaster,
Yes.
in a municipality, they would need maybe 3 to 5 million in capital expenditure
Correct.
for the first,
Correct.
para po makapag-implement. Sa radio lang po yun.
Kung radio, TV. So, hindi ganun kadali. In fact, there are only a few operating. And the market share, as mentioned by the Philippine Competition Commission earlier, is that halos dalawa. There are 4 with 90% of the market. Sa daan na probably na pinasa natin dito, 4 lang ang naglalaban-laban. In fact, the first 2 ay malayo-malayo na. 30 to 40, 45% of market share. So, hindi ganun kadali magtayo ng broadcasting. Huwag din natin para sabi ko kanina in the beginning, I think many of these issues, assuming that there are any violations, pwedeng penalty lang. Ang central bank, pag ang bangko nagkamali, kadalasan penalty ang binabayaran. Philippine Competition Commission, kadalasan penalty. I don't think that this warrants a death penalty or a capital punishment na papatayin natin yung kumpanya.
At yan ang aking balita. Maraming salamat sa iyong pagsubaybay. Kung ito ang Balitang Express.